ask this question to my clients, how you want your dream home to be? The typical answer that I am going to get is, it should be secure, it should be convenient, spacious, luxurious, peaceful, and so on. We as a technology company dedicated ourselves to provide a smart living solution which is safe, secure, savings with energy product, provide you utmost convenience and express your lifestyle. Happy morning, I am Dr. R.M. Sudhakar, Technopreneur and CEO with EBSL AUTOMAT Private Limited. EBSL stands for Empowering Business and Smart Living. We are into the dedicated business of providing smart living solutions through home automation. I am glad to take you through our experience center. This is a setup which is made to give you an experience of the entire home, whether you live in an apartment, independent house, villa or bungalow. The various spaces of any home includes the outside area, living room, dining room, kitchen, puja, bedroom and so on. I shall be showing you the operations of the various smart devices, which includes digital door lock, video door phone, intrusion alarm system, lighting control, motorization, multi-room audio and so on, which can be controlled through the devices like keypad, touch panels, smartphone, tab and voice control. The major advantage of the home automation is scheduling and scenes, which I shall be explaining you in detail. A keyless entry to your residence. When you have to get into the home, you don't have to bell or you have to wait for somebody. As you have got an authorization to enter, you can enter through this digital door lock access. There are many ways that you can operate your door. So one is that when you are there and if you have a simple fingerprint, without any manual intervention, the system will be able to open it for you. So it has recognized and it has opened the door for us. So the other option that we can check in order to operate the door lock is, we have a passcode. The passcode is the number. It's like a pin in which we can program as per the individuals. Like in a residence, there will be multiple people, right from parents and kids, homeowners and others. So they can just use the key passcode by just pressing the particular code, whatever it is. In fact, this has a special feature. So though the number was quite evident that I was dialing in, so there is a possibility of the somebody next to them to watch what is being keyed in. In such cases, there is something called as a scramble code. The scramble code is an option so that we can type whatever the number we want, and in between, if you give the actual number, the system will be able to take up. With this way, there is no breach of security. If somebody is trying to watch or if somebody forces somebody to type the key, you can still breach them. So apart from this also can be operated through a magnetic card, or even we can operate it through a typical door lock. So there is an option for us to operate that as well. In any way, like this all, if we are physically present, we can do. But still, if you are traveling and if you are outside and if you have a guest somewhere at the entrance, so then there is an option for you to operate from your mobile network from any part of the world. So provided you have internet in the place that you are there, and at the same time, even at the residence, there should be an internet. With this, we should be able to operate it. Let me give you a demonstration of that. I can operate this digital door lock through the security point of view. If I can just press a click of a button, the system will open it for me. If you see, it was a completely keyless entry which I got an access. Now that we got a door access, so now once we enter, the system will just operate a basic lighting for us based on the programming. So the moment I am entering in, I just get an access of a welcome mode, and now I can just operate the other scenario over here. And I do have a keypad or a touch panel in which I just press a home button over here. So this will set up the entire home for my entry. So this is the kind of the working environment lighting that gets created. So this is the experience center in which we are going to run through for you. So if you see, this experience center is divided into various parts. So few of those includes living area, the complete living room concept which we will be explaining you, and the bedroom area, so where the complete story and concepts will be given. and dining area. So we do have a small kitchen demonstration and a small puja room concept. Okay, let's start with the bedroom concept. If you see, this is a 4 button micro touch scenario switch. So there are 4 buttons. I'll just show you a bedroom concept, like how an automation can help. As I mentioned about the scenario is the kind of scene which is all linked together to make or create a scene. For example, if I'm coming to this space, a single click called as welcome just lights on this particular light. And what are the applications we may have in the bedroom is that apart from that you are in, so we may look for a reading. So there will be an illumination set as per the reading setup, and so there are some other ways, like it can be a relaxed mode, and instead of having each and every light button to switch on or off, we have this scenario which can run as per a requirement. It's just a long press like this. If I just say good morning mode, so what it does, it turns off the lights and it will just turn on the light as need basis, and it opens up the curtain. And if you see, what you saw here is called as a roller blind. And the same way, if I just do a good night mode in a single click, it just sets up the entire scenario. Here you can see how the curtain is getting closed, and a special co-lighting is being on over here. So these are some of the application of it. And say for example, now I'm completely done with the day and I'm getting into sleep mode. So there is another small button which no, a long press, which says the entire light goes off, the skirting light is off, or a bed lamp, whatever we set, the system can take up as per that. And in case if I'm leaving this space, a single button over here is good. So this is the light which just says that I'm going out of the room, in which case this light will be there for few seconds based on the timing that we have set, and then it is going to turn off. So now in the bedroom concept, so let me just give a story. To get up in the morning, we usually use basic alarm clock which is used in our mobile, and we wake up. In automation, the sequence that you can set is of your choice. You can wake up with a particular music of your choice, or why don't we start like this? You can wake up with the light dimming up slightly for you, and maybe this is somewhere at 6:30, and gradually it will increase up to say at 7 o'clock with much brighter way, so that you will be made to wake up with the light as an option one. You can also get up apart from just looking from the lighting, is also based on the sunrise. So wherein the direct sunlight can get in. So maybe somewhere around 6:30, the system will be able to open up slightly at this prayer space, and it will wait for you to wake up. And if it's not going to happen, it will see to that it will furthermore disturb you in a very gracious way for you to wake up, and then it's all set for you. So this is a blind which will also do its duty. So now till now, whatever we did was through the keypad, we did a various options. And now let me show you through the tab. This is what some of the scenes that was created for a bedroom. If you see, this is the welcome scene, and this is a reading mode, and this was a relaxed mode, and this was the good morning mode. So where it opens up the curtain for me, and these are the kind of scenes. There is no limit for any number of scenes that we can create. The application opens up for any number of scenes and combinations you want. Say something like a night mode if I set up. So this is the kind of scenes which happens. Earlier what we did was through the keypad, now we are doing it through the tab. And when I say, like, just say away mode, as I mentioned, it will just turn on the lights, and once we are out, the light is going to be off. Let's start with the micro touch. So this is a touch on which it happens. It's just a glass plate. This you would have typically seen, like no screen light of lightings, in which you would have seen this. You can see there's a pale light over here. It's just even in the dark for us to identify it. This also has a multiple thing. One is a long press and short press. So if I just do a short press, then it's just turning off the lights and only the puja light is on. So when we turn on this entire light, the system is going to change according to that. So here I'm going to show you the kind of keypads. We call this typically this kind of things as a keypads, wherein we can engrave on this the names and all. In a single click, when I come in, I can just press a welcome mode. The light will set according to that, or I can just have it as a working mode. And if I'm going out in a single click, I can just turn on as a away mode. Okay, so these are the various ways on which I can do it. So let me come to the interesting part of this automation, which is the touch panel. So if you see, it gives me the kind of temperature that's outside as well as the setup in residence. A single click as home, it will set up the entire home as per our requirement. That includes the AC on and the entire temperature that goes on accordingly. So this has various things. So let me talk about the lighting part. As we just touch based on living room, so living room, I can do two things. One is I can see the kind of buttons that I have. I can turn on particular things as need basis, or I can directly go to the living scenes and I can turn on the particular living. So here the living scenes are like say welcome. So here there is a guest mode, or it can be like a day mode or a night mode, say relax mode, a party mode. So these are the various things on which it is being set up. Okay, so this is what the touch panel can do for us. And touch panel is much beyond lighting controls. It has a security, it has a temperature, it has a AC control, it has a media control, and we have a camera options where we can see the kind of cameras that we have. We can see the full screen mode. Now we have various options for us to look at it. So these are some of the things what we are able to see now. So here's a small Pooja room concept. Typically, we use some general lights. This also can be scheduled, like a particular timing. This can go on, off. The lighting can be a dimmable based, or it can be a red, green, blue, white lights. So various kind of lights can be set up over here. So the same way, like even in kitchen. So some of the lights, like normal lights to turn on, or it can be an exhaust fan light, like this various things which can be set up for this. So here we are just showing typically on and off of a lighting. Look at the dining area. So in a typical dining area setup, what we'll have at the time of dining, we can just have is this as kind of mild light, or this kind of special light focusing on the dining experience, or it can be a completely focused like on the track light. It just gives an ambience or for the lighting that we are going to set up. Here we are in a living room concept. So the lights are very gentle as of now. So we have an option to turn on the specific lights as per the requirement. Let me show you some interesting lighting dimmer that we have, the chandelier. So this just starts with a minimum illumination as need basis. It can gradually increase and it can go to the full illumination, which can give this ambience. And we have other lighting which can set up as per our requirement. So if you see what are the lights that we have to do, so there are various lights which I can operate on a manual basis. So this entire living room is based on the spotlight and the core lights, which is giving this entire ambience. So now the living room is lit with this. This is a typical way of switching on any light on, off, and so on. So but if I had to just look into the kind of the scenario concept that I was explaining earlier, so we have various operations that we can do in a living room. So let's explore some of the interesting feature of home automation. When we talk about home automation, that means the home which can talk to you, or you can talk to your home to do what it is. Let me introduce to the voice control feature of it. Alexa, turn on TV. Okay. Each and every scenario is completely customized as per our requirement. So if you see here, we it turned off the lights, and then it was able to switch on the TV, and the entire lighting ambience was set as per the requirement. Yeah, the TV mode, as it is turned on, we can choose a selective channel as per our requirement. We don't have to use any remote. Our smartphone can do this activity. So if I want to turn it off, I can give the voice command as well. Alexa, turn off TV. Okay. So it turned off for us. And whatever the mode that we would have set for us to get it back, it will come back to that. Okay. Let's explore some more voice command. Alexa, turn on water body.
Okay.
So this is a special lighting scenario control wherein here we are also operating some additional electrical or electronic devices. In this case, we are operating a water body. You can see how it is happening. So this way we can also schedule this kind of water body at particular time, and it will go on and off as per that. If you see, the focus was completely there on this water body, the lighting and every setting is done as per that. So here is a universal remote. So if you see, it's a small and handy remote which we are used for ages. So instead of using the keypad, touch panel, voice control and many other things, this goes very handy for anybody to use or operate their entire home. If you see, there's a icons which shows like all lights off, all lights on. Let me just do it for you. A simple operation like this, say all lights off. So it will turn off the lights as it is set. And the same thing which I just do with this all lights on, it will just turn on the lights as per that. So uh, focus back on the same remote. If you see, there are icons like cloud and sun icon which just denotes for like good morning or good night. So let me just operate a good morning mode. So this is a good morning mode. In this mode, if you see, the lights are only limited as need basis, and this is a curtain which is like a vertical curtain which just opened up. It sets up as per the ambience as needed for a day mode. Same way, if I have to just set it back to good night mode with this icon, so the good night mode will just do the reverse of it. It will turn on the lights because we need more illumination during the night, and also the curtain goes closed. So we have both sheer curtain and dark curtain. This is all completely set as per need. And this remote is not just limited to turning on the lights. If you see, there are various numbers over here. These are some of the scenes that we can set accordingly, and it will do the specific scene that we would have programmed according to the requirement. So I have some security features that I would have created, and you can see the climate. Like you can bring the entire your remote of say here we have a AC of Panasonic. We are just set up as per this, and this is just as a demo, but we can do much beyond this. And whatever the lighting you saw, I can operate the entire lighting of my home. So if you see, you can see the kind of spaces that I have. I have a living, bedroom, living scenes, dining, puja, kitchen, all the names that I have given, it's all being here. So now if I want to operate any of those things, it's easy. So now let's get into the scenes. So if I go to living scenes, so these are the names that I have. I happen to show you about the bedroom scenes. Now here it is a live demonstration for you. In living room, what else we can do? We can have it's a welcome, guest mode, day mode, night mode, TV mode, a relax mode, or various other mode. So a simple relax mode, just let me put. So this is a kind of relax mode, or if I just say party mode, so the system turns on the lighting as per the party mode, or it can be something like a guest mode. It will turn on the light or the ambience that I have set accordingly. So these all are something which a scenario, it's a pre-program which works. But if you want to have a control of each and every light of your home, here we have the option. You can go to any simple light and you can turn on. See, now I'm just turning on and turning off the TV spotlight, which you can straight away see. And there are various lights that I'm just trying to turn on, turn off. So I have the option. This is the green line which just says whether it's on or off. So this way I have a control of each and every page or every scene of my home or every devices. I can have a control of it. So apart from this, what else our home automation can provide you? It can provide you a multi-room audio system. In fact, we have a very distributed multi-room audio system. What exactly this means? Depending on the zone, I can turn on the speakers on or off, and I can choose the source for it. The source can be from anything. It can be from a voice control, it can be from a TV, it can be from a pen drive, it can be from YouTube, it can be from Ghana, Wink, or any mobile devices which it will play. So what I have to do is I have to just select the source. Here you can see the kind of source that I given. The system will take and it will just play the speakers. So we do have different speakers. If you see, I have a ceiling speaker, and I do have an invisible speaker. If you see this speaker, which is invisible, is plastered over here. The speaker is inside this. So we are not showing you the kind of sound. And if you see, there's a corner audio also. The corner audio is something like a wall mountable fixture which just fixes. In continuation of the kind of cameras that we can operate, the entire display can become our video screen in which we are seeing. So it can go to the full screen mode. It also has got a IR mode. That means it can play as per our requirement. Or there are different cameras through which I can just completely take out. So this is just to give you a demonstration how your TV can act as your various control devices. So this is about it, and there are many other features, like we have a pool control, we have a messaging system, all the notifications the system will throw for us as per the requirement. As I mentioned, we will go more detail in coming video, as security is a bigger subject and media is a bigger subject. We will get into more details in the coming videos. So now this is the power of an automation. Even this in aged parents can also use this very easily and comfortably. And in fact, our customers have given a very good feedback of using such kind of simple remote to control their day-to-day activities, has really increased their productivity. So we saw various ways of controlling. Let me just give a quick demonstration through the smart device. So here is a smart device on which I can see this app. So I have the same features which I can go back. So we operated from the tab, and now here we have with iPhone on which we can control the same easy user interface. In fact, I can change the skins as per my requirement as well. So these are some of the features which I'm just trying to give an idea of how to operate the various things. So let me just put onto some scenes. Say, okay, let me just put it to a party mode, and this is how it goes. So this creates good illumination. Come back to the guest mode. This sounds good. Yeah, let me also show you some more features. Some of the interesting feature of a lighting control, what we saw was the basic lighting on off dimming. Here is something called red green blue white combination light. So depending on the color that I choose, so you can see the lighting that just goes on as per the requirement. So I can go on this huge palette. So this palette where I can increase the brightness, I can choose the color of my choice. Also use it like a security lighting. In case of some intrusion happen, the system can also alert you like this. So where the light can give us the alert that something wrong has happened. Assuming you are in a home theater and if there is some fire or others, you may not be able to listen to the alarm. In that case, the lighting can give this message. Apart from this, this also acts like a typical mood lighting. So it's something like a rainbow colors, or it can be a fire place, or many things. You can create your own scenes as per requirement. These are some of the small features which makes your home smart, not just with controls, but with also the ambience which makes or reflects your lifestyle. Let me demonstrate to you how your smart device can act as your universal remote. If you see, I have taken the entire temperature control over here. So this is just to give a basic demonstration. Here I have a Panasonic air condition. So right now it is set to 18 degrees. So if I have to just change it to 20 degree, so you can just see how the system is changing to that. So let me also increase it gradually, say 24. So let me bring it to 18 and 16. You can see it's quite instant, and I can change the fan mode, I can change the air swing. So all these things happens instantly. Or if I want to turn off or turn on, everything goes very well as per our definition. So these are some of the features an air condition can provide.
Let me show you some of the interesting feature of intrusion alarm system, because this is a feature when I say R at the time of night, the entire senses goes active. In this situation, if any intrusion happens, if somebody tries to open the door or break the glass or there is a movement, then what happens? The system will be able to give us an alert. So I just got a intrusion alarm sensors over here. So in this case, you can just see there is a intrusion that has just happened. So the system will be able to send us an alert immediately. In this case, if you can see, there is a alert that is going on. Even if I'm traveling anywhere, I get this alert. It's not just limited to the mobile; it comes also intrusion as well. So now, if I want to disarm, I can do this by pressing this and giving the passcode and entering it. So intrusion alarm system is quite important feature of an automation, because it's something like precaution. It helps you not only when you are at home, even when you are traveling. This will be very handy to take care of your home 24 bar 7.
Schedules is kind of a program in which we can schedule particular timing of lighting. For example, the outdoor lights at a particular time it can go on and off, and without any manual intervention, the system will be able to take care of it. So the demonstration for the scheduled based light. Some lights, like for example the staircase lights, will go on at particular time. And coming to the compound lights, wherein based on the outside lighting, the system will take a call accordingly. Say for example around 6:30 when it is dark, so the compound lights will go with this intensity, so which will start with this, and as the darkness increases, the brightness also gets increased here to match it, and when it is completely dark, say around 7 o'clock, the light will be completely on, and as per our program, we are maybe around 8 o'clock it will come down, and then maybe around 9 o'clock certain lights will be off, and all lights will be programmed in such a way that it not goes in a single row, and maybe some lights till the morning can be there, and some lights can also turn off when it is completely late night. The demonstration of video door phone. So if anyone presses the bell, it just shows me if anybody is there. I can just operate it from here. Here we have just made it as a blank image, and I can just open the door right from here. This is a kind of convenience for homemaker right from the kitchen. They can operate, or they can just turn off, or you can also use it like a typical camera by just pressing this one. It just shows like a still image of it. And other small important features, minute things that we take care is kind of Wi-Fi access point. So this is the access point which boosts the signal for the entire floor. So we also give you a complete solution to make sure the entire home is automated and Wi-Fi plays an important role. We give this complete solution. So this is the access point which looks aesthetically good as well. With this demonstration, you would have got an experience of a smart home which is safe, secure, savings, and convenience. I'd like to end this with a quote: smart home is no more an option, it is a need of an hour. I would like to wish you a very happy and smart living. Thank you very much.